Studios.
Hello, everybody. Once again, we'd like to let you know that we're having some upgrade and construction at the studio. We apologize for any inconvenience to you. We're putting in a sound room. Are you a singer? Do you know how to really sing? New Harbor Studio is working and preparing a sound room for you and you and you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Chief Obidike and Joel Spears at the New Harbor Studio in Washington, D.C. Hello to all my Vietnam World War I Buffalo soldiers, all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to all of you. And to all of you, I say, keep your eyes open. Stay sharp. Now in Israel, we know we have some soldiers in Israel, boots on the ground. You guys need to make sure that you stay sharp. Keep an eye open. Happy Veterans Day to all veterans, all of you. Continue to save this country, the United States of America. Continue to protect it. I did, Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart, and I would do it again if I wasn't too damn old. God bless you, my brothers and my sisters who are in the military today. Please stay sharp. We love you. And I hope that under the new administration that you will get all the necessary equipment that you have, that you will need to continue to save America and continue to protect the United States of America. Joel,
yes, sir.
I know you're not a military person, but I don't know. You're a Boy Scout person.
Yeah, I was about to.
So you know,
got molested.
you're included. But here we are, folks. Well, look at here. Some people are calling. Let me just hang up on them, okay? All right, there you go. And then turn this stupid thing off. So sorry for all of that. The election is over. For the past over 3 months, we've been broadcasting it. We've been talking about it. We've been hearing good things from one side. Maybe visit some good things from the other side.
Well,
they did say something good, you know. The approach of how they said it and to whom they spoke to, it's a different ballgame.
Well, if you listen to the left side, they were painting a picture of grand victory. So they're in shock. Unfortunately, they get lied to all the time, and they want to believe the lie so much that it's a shock when the reality hits.
So is this a reality? You know, Mike Tyson says a lot of people make a lot of noise about how they're going to whoop his behind and how they box and all that. But then Mike Tyson made sure he followed up with what he was saying. A big mouth boxer don't know really. They can keep on talking until they get hit in the face.
Yeah.
And goddamn, it looked like the Democratic Party done got knocked.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice. Because, you know, some people tell me I got to be a little nicer. But if you ever watch some of that Friday show, you remember that Friday when the big boy got knocked out?
Mm-hmm.
And the boy said, "What? Boy, you should have been bopping or weaving. You know, you should have told the truth. So you got knocked out." And that's what happened to your Democrats. You got knocked Now, okay. Now you don't got knocked out, so you got back up. That's the best thing for you to do is to get back up. But not get back up and telling us the bamboozling things that you were telling us before. So now, there's some resistance going around the country. Democrats are pissed the hell off, Joel. You know, what are we going to do about them? You know, because I mean, they lost on a big time
I keep
losses.
telling everybody it wasn't the Democratic Party that lost. It was the socialist movement inside the Democratic Party. They took over ever since Bernie Sanders. The socialists realized they could slide in and set their agenda. Wolf in sheep's clothing. So they've set us up for this to eventually happen. They pushed their agenda and they pushed it, and it got crazier and crazier. And this was the pushback. This is the penalty.
And you know, I guess I'm not too dumb. I'm a little older, but I'm not dumb. But what the hell is a damn socialist Democrat? Where these goddamn socialists come from?
Bernie Sanders. You
Fuck 'em.
know,
Oh.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, you can go to hell.
Bernie. Bleep that. Bernie Sanders.
Don't bleep it. I told Bernie Sanders, who he came from where? Was he from
Vermont.
Maine? Vermont.
Yeah.
There's 92% white people down there. So
I think it's higher than
hardly
that.
any black folks over in that state.
Just the ones that are serving the tea.
The one that is serving the tea. Well, I don't like him. And I hope that he understands that there's a whole lot of us that don't like him. But what is this socialism? You know, and I think that, and I'm talking to black people. You know, please forgive me, but hell no, don't forgive me. You know, I'm saying what I want to say, and so should you.
Socialism.
What is it?
Socialism is a wonderful concept that doesn't work.
Shoot him. It's a concept. Don't shoot me, shoot him. He said it's a wonderful concept that doesn't work.
Right, because it doesn't take into account human nature. Human nature is competitive.
All right.
We don't do well when people just feed us, clothe us, and take away our responsibility for our own success and failure.
Okay, so
you turn that over to society and say, "Hey, we're going to give you everything you need to in life."
Okay,
why get up?
Okay, so they bamboozle us.
Yeah.
You know, now I want to touch on a lot of things in today's broadcast and today's podcast. Call us. Ring our bell. Ding, 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 ding. What else you got to do? Subscribe to us.
Touch the notification bell.
Notification. So, you know, we like the things that you folks have been sending to us. You've been texting us. Some of it, you know, some of you call us crazy. But, you know, what the hell? Yeah. Maybe we are.
I'm definitely crazy.
You know, I mean, we're black people. We've been
traumatized.
We've been traumatized. We've been hurt an awful lot, and we are continuously they're still hurting us, and we need to do something about it.
Well, you know, like you said, you used your boxer analogy. You got to bob and weave, and occasionally you're going to get hit in the face.
Yeah. Well, you know, that brother, you know, this time it looked like black people came out in support of Donald Trump instead of in support of Camel woman, Kamala Harris, you know, or Emhoff. See, I was talking to somebody down in Alabama this morning, talking to another brother down in South Carolina this morning, and they didn't know her name. They said her name is
Harris.
Harris. Her name ain't Harris. It's Emhoff. EMHOFF. That's a marriage name. And being a Christian country, you got to have your husband's name. People like me been married for 50 some odd years, you know. My wife don't want to change her last name. If she do, there's the door. No, you know, honey, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. You know, I love you. Don't go down. No. I love my woman.
Sleep with one eye open.
You know, I love you, baby girl. Don't you dare. So, you know, a couple of things that happened. The GOP have won. The Republican Party have put the person that they want to be president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Hooah! Donald J. Trump. Hoo. Huh. We got him. Got you, Donald. You know, whatever we gave you, we got you.
This was a big election. I don't, in my lifetime, I can't think of anything similar. This one, I mean, the Republicans have not only captured the presidency, Donald Trump for the next 4 years will have the Supreme Court, So how many justices did he get elected? Was it 3? So now they're talking about what 2 or 3 of them are now sick, and to the point where they're hoping they can hold on. So the Democratic Party has a chance of taking the Senate, the House.
The Republican Party.
The Republican Party.
Not correct. No,
Freudian slip. So,
that's a slip of the tongue.
Yes, it is. So they have the chance, literally, of dominating the American political system for the next minimum 10 years. And
maybe more. We love it. We love you. We'll be right back. Don't go too far. We'll be right back with you and you and you. We'll be right back.
You gotta see me that one.
My girl just lost a day ago. Like, damn.
We're back. You're back. We see you. We love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. Donald Trump has won.
Mm.
Whoa. We've been fighting for it for the longest time. Who's the next president of the United States, Joel?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? New daddy. Who's your new daddy?
Well, like I said, this has been probably the most significant election in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats literally now have control. I mean, the Republican Party now has control of the...
Man, I'm going to shoot this brother here, No,
I never get it.
All right, we'll give him a break. The Republican Party. Republican movement. Before I told you I don't know about the Republican Party. I can't dance. I don't even know they do some different dancing.
Well, yeah, it's who it's controlled by. Just like who is the Democratic Party controlled by? The Democratic Party that I grew up with is not what is being called the Democratic Party now. The socialist movement literally hijacked the party and put in a whole new agenda that is foreign to the values of my community. And we have suffered the consequences.
They've done us some damage. They have abused us. They have imprisoned us. And I'm referring to black people, and then we're not the only ones. They've hurt us a lot. But let me just, who's the new daddy?
Trump.
What's his name? Donald J. Trump. Hoo-ha! Donald J. Trump. Woo! Donald J. Trump. Double wow. Double wow. Bam, bam, bam. You remember that? Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, you got knocked the fuck out.
Goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calm down. Let's calm down.
Woosah.
Mm-hmm.
Woosah.
It's just that, I don't want to make you all too angry because I've been hearing some nonsense and resistance coming from the Democratic Party, starting with that fool over in California, the governor there, Newsom, or Hoosum, or who said what, whatever you call him.
Right. Well,
and New Jersey governor, and what's that Attorney General Latifah, not Latifah, you good sister, the one in New York, the Attorney General, her. Talking about, we're going to fight you back. Nigger, please. With your fat self, you can't fight nobody back. But she got a message. There was a message sent to her by some of the people that are trying to get the National Attorney General's office. Big dogs. And that's why he sent a message to her.
What did he say?
The message said, if you try anything against Donald Trump, that if he became because he's a contestant,
yes,
if he became the Attorney General of the United States, that he will put her fat behind in jail. So there's a lot of threats going back and forth.
Oof.
But I do think that, Joel, we need to calm this thing down. Calm it down. You just lost an election. It ain't no big deal. So all the actors that you've used to campaign, all of you got big houses. Joel, what's going to happen to their houses?
Oh, there's going to be some houses going up for sale.
Get ready to buy some houses, folks. Oh, yeah. But,
Those $1 million mortgages.
Tyler Perry, oh, yeah, his house is going to be up for sale.
Nah, not him.
Oprah Winfrey,
No.
she got money, though. Magic Johnson,
Yeah,
all them actresses,
it's not so magic anymore.
not so magic. He a fool. He trying to tell us. It pissed me off to have all those people that got money trying to tell us folks that can't even buy gas and groceries that we need to vote for somebody who's going to keep us from not being able to buy gas and groceries.
The black community I grew up in always asked questions. They weren't so accepting. Just because someone throws a celebrity in your face doesn't automatically mean that you should pay attention to what they say politically.
Mm-hmm.
They may be really great as an athlete. They may be really good as an actress. But are they really the type of people you want to take, these kind of important, suggestions from? Of course not.
No.
Never have been.
No.
But that's the desperation of the socialists.
The socialists.
The socialists
Go that word again, black folks.
They came in and they just took over the cultural perspective, and they even got the media.
My God.
And they were...
Yeah, they got those people from down south, too. Like, I ain't going to call his name, who's tunes in all the time to MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? CBS, ABC.
And that's why the traditional media now has the lowest ratings in its history.
Actually, I'm in support of some kind of an amendment to their existence. I think, that free speech thing that has been abused, misused, using it to misinform us, I think something needs to be done.
There's an old saying, and I cannot remember which founding father said it. Said, I may not like what you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. This society should get back to the point where we should have, basically our differing opinions. Listen to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Stop having these tantrums and stop
any problem with that, Joel. I'll be honest with you. Now, our discussion, I have no problem with anybody saying what you want to say. But I do know that there should be some consequences for some of the things that you say.
Then you go against the tradition of the society.
With the help of the damn tradition, change it.
If the people in power don't like what the people who are not in power have to say, that's what they did to the civil rights movement. And that turned out to be historically wrong. Yeah. Why should we repeat that same thing? Just because a new political perspective is back in power doesn't mean that you should then start violating the Constitution.
Well, maybe the Constitution that was written, many years ago, and there's only 4 million people in the country when it was written.
249.
The Constitution is about 309 years ago. There should be some
249.
Yeah,
249 years ago.
Okay. Well, a long time ago. So, maybe we should just take a second look at the Constitution, realistically take a look at it, and adjust it and amend it so that it's not misused and abused like the media did it.
We are too polarized, even within my own family. It is a visceral fight that is going on between those who went right-wing and those who went extreme left-wing. And it is so bad that people aren't talking to each other.
Yeah, I know. I got some of that problem in my family too. I've never seen justice in an election.
Right.
It's like a football game. You win, you lose.
Right.
And those people that lose, you just go ahead and try to amend and come up with better ways. So the next time when you talk to us voters, we'll listen to you and we'll go ahead and either support you or don't support you. But these folks are getting all ornery, don't want to talk to mama. And did you hear about those women cutting their hair? Talk about they ain't going to give men no more sex. Talk about they not going to make any more babies.
A generation ago.
What kind of nonsense is that?
I have a theory that you might say that I'm crazy.
Huh?
Look outside and to the nearest playground, and you'll see that those playgrounds are empty. And during our childhood, we used to All of us used to go outside. We played
Saturday
together.
morning basketball game in the park, you know.
Right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Having some fun in the park, running around, playing around.
So
I mean, what did the Democrats, those socialist Democrats, do to us that we no longer are doing that?
follow my theory. My theory goes like this. So when we were growing up, we had a pecking order. We actually learned how to socialize when we were together. You had the bullies, you had your buddies, you had the little girl you liked in the neighborhood. We were all playing and socializing. We learned to get along.
Now you're all inside all the time.
This new generation of children, there was that one odd kid in all of our neighborhoods who was distant, didn't socialize, and he was dysfunctional. He didn't know how to fit in. Now we're growing entire neighborhoods of shut-in children who are pampered, given, participation trophies. Mom coddles them. Dad's no longer around to toughen them up. So that traditional training that we all got no longer exists in our society.
Let us say hello and congratulations to Susie Wiles. Susie, congratulations. The first female chief of staff, White House chief of staff ever. Hey, what's all the damn noise? We'll be right back.
And I guess I gotta keep saying it, because black people, we the only ones that voted for her. We the only ones. Nobody else, no other demographic voted for her. Nobody. And we never have any reason to vote for her. What's she gonna do for us? Nobody has a real reason to vote for her, except we hate Donald Trump. So y'all mean to tell me that we are just the smartest people across the world, everybody else crazy and stupid? You mean to tell me people hate us that much? They just hate us that much that they'd rather choose somebody that y'all think is about to turn this whole country into a dictatorship because they just hate black people that much? Huh? We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. And again, I don't be even want to talk about this shit. But I've been quiet for a long time. I done seen the censorship. I just seen all this happen. I just seen all this happen on our face. They played in our face. They played in our face with Biden in 2020. We knew that his health was declining then. And we just sit up here and let these people say whatever they want to us, do whatever they want to us, but then Trump does anything, and all of y'all know every detail of everything Trump has ever said, every lie that he said, when he said the lie, how he said it, but y'all forget that Joe Biden never had a rally. He didn't have a rally. We didn't see him. The only time we saw Joe Biden is when he was tripping, going up the stairs. Or when we was laughing at him, bro. We was laughing at Biden the whole presidency because we knew his mental decline was gone. And we ain't saying nothing. Why? Because we hate Trump so much. Why do we hate Trump so much? We don't know. The media told us. And everybody else doing it, so shoot. Shit, he must be evil. And everybody else on some other shit. But then when they get mad at us because we keep following the same shit, and Donald Trump says, black folks, man, what else do you have to lose? Because we complain every year about some shit. About injustices, Black Lives Matter, police brutality, the schools, the poverty in the neighborhoods. So he says, well, shit, what you gotta lose? Y'all keep voting for them and ain't getting nothing. What y'all gotta lose? And then that just sends y'all off the rocker. And all of a sudden now y'all ain't voting. Now he's just so racist because he told y'all what y'all been saying. All he did was tell y'all what y'all been saying. Huh? That's all he did. And all of a sudden he a racist. But these people over here playing with you, playing in your face. See, the Democrats, they know how to get on stage and just speak perfectly. Never make a mistake. And then the camera go off, they talking shit about you. See, Trump and them, they just go on, they just keep it 100. Like, look, black folks, I ain't about to do shit for y'all in particular. But look, I can put this play together and it's gonna help all these other people and y'all, and everybody gonna win. Like, what's up? We like, no, we want something just for us. So then they say, fuck it. Fuck y'all then. But then we call them racist again for saying fuck y'all, but we already just told them fuck them. We got, come on, black folks. Come on.
The media, once again, is posting potential cabinet members for Trump.
Mhm.
Trump hasn't, that's one of the things I would rather see information coming from the White House than information coming from media outlets telling us about what the White House is going to do. We got to cut that nonsense out because that's what caused the problem. The media speaking now for the White House, most likely without authorization.
I look at us as an extended family. And all of us had that one person in the family who either drank too much or was just doggone crazy. And they would say stuff, and you kind of learn to ignore basically the nonsense. And that's just, we got to stop being so
Well, I just
oversensitive.
don't want the media to tell me who's going to be in Donald Trump's cabinet. And when I looked at the pictures that they've put out already, they've already put out some potentials and wannabes, before the White House even put out what they want. Even Donald Trump is the one who's going to put out who's going to be in his cabinet. Before he even puts it out, here come the stupid media, NBC, CBS, CNN, all you wannabes, going ahead and telling us who is going to be. Now, Joel, here's my point, and when I saw the list that they have, the first thing that I recognized was in that cabinet of the list that they had, I don't see any black people. I didn't see any black people, and that's the media. I don't like the media and what they're doing. I think maybe about 15 members of the cabinet, and not one black person. Not one black person, not two, not three, not four, not five. All white men. No, there was 2 white women.
Well, this diversity issue that we have pushed means that you cannot necessarily just be a member of the black community. You also have to check off all the.
I agree with you.
But all the celebrity black news people are gay. They're in some of those alternate categories that make everyone. And I've seen them constantly, talking about the one gentleman on CNN. I can't think of his name right now. But he keeps basically pressing that his alternate lifestyle, and therefore someone who presents himself with the credentials, they'll sit back and say, oh, you're great, you're everything we want, but you're not a member of any of these other communities, so you're not qualified.
Well, Joel talks so nice about this. I'm straight up. Them gay community folks, that's who we're talking about. The Buttigieg or whatever, the transportation secretary of transportation, he's gay as can be. That good dude got another man as a husband. What kind of goddamn shit is that? I mean, what is that? But anyway, and they're the ones that were supporting Kamala. I mean, they were dancing with her, smoozing along. Judge Joe Brown really cut them all up. Chappelle, oh boy, Chappelle looked at one of them and said, "You ain't no woman."
So look at the subtle.
Go ahead, Dave.
So look at the subtle things that have been going on with the so-called black male, the traditional black male, the one who is heterosexual. They're being pushed aside. So then you take a small
any water around him so we can push him in the water over the board, because I'm so sick and tired of people like Tyra Perry dressing up like, Martin Lawrence and that little short boy. What's that little short boy's name?
Oh, Kevin
Hart. All of y'all dressing up like women. You're embarrassing us. You're sick. You're sick dogs. It's a shame that you do things like that. How you let this socialist organization or socialist people, actually convert you from what your mama and papa made you to something that you're not.
Every time I look at these scandals that are going on, I keep hearing these incredible amounts of money. And when I have conversations with my friends and they sit back, would you get yourself into such a compromising position for $1 million? Nah.
Now,
Then you
Dave
start
Chappelle
talking.
said no.
Then you start talking about $1 billion in contracts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are sitting back there and those nose become softer and softer because, you know,
Because of that money.
everybody's a sale for something, you know. I mean, you
Ain't
know,
nobody gonna do nothing with old Kevin Hart, man. He ain't got no butt.
but Kevin Hart is a multi-billionaire.
No, he's a millionaire. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Let's see him take it to the grave with him.
I guess my understanding is
Cat Williams declined 4 times,
yes.
$50 million each
Yes.
time.
What does he say to protect his virgin?
He was trying to protect his hole,
Yeah.
his exit hole. And we know, and we should not be teaching our children that. That is such a disgraceful thing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and skip around them people. I hope they don't come anywhere. Who the hell forced Joe Biden out of office?
But it was a coup.
It was a coup d'etat, wasn't it?
Yes. They basically came in and they surrounded him. Remember when that night when we were seeing him resign?
Yeah.
And I kept questioning, what president would do such a historical move on Twitter?
On Twitter. Mm-hmm.
Who are you reaching on Twitter? You're not reaching the people that voted for you. My generation doesn't live and breathe by Twitter. At least maybe it didn't before. And I was like, this doesn't sound right.
But he had the biggest goddamn grin in his face when Kamala lost. Or you ever seen that kind of? He had a grin, real, like whoo. Oh man, I'm so glad she lost. It ain't me. My legacy is gonna go up.
So
Donald Trump is gonna pardon me.
We're in the position now of finger pointing. The Democrats have lost huge. This is the biggest loss that party or the New Democratic Socialists. They never expected this level of catastrophe. I believe this. I think Joe Biden, from what I'm hearing, there's an undertone of let me get you here. I think that he supported Harris, knowing that it would potentially be a disaster.
So you're trying to tell me what some other media gurus are saying out there? That set Kamala up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard McDonald's wants her back.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. No, McDonald's.
She is done politically.
Oh, my
wrap
God.
up, you know.
Well, I guess they're going to have to get her back because she owes over $20 million. She spent more than $1 billion on these actors. Oprah Winfrey, she got $3 billion and she got paid $1 million. What the kind of damn doo-doo is that? Every one of them that she used and forced to speak on her behalf, they got paid.
I remember when
so did Obama.
Obama was the first one that shocked me when he stood up there and started ridiculing black men and asking why we weren't following behind black women. And then I kept on saying, this is the first, it insulted me so deeply. I was like, well, why aren't you in the room with the black women saying support your black men?
Support your black men, yeah.
No other culture, to my knowledge, would they ever do that. So therefore, it caused me to re-examine my personal admiration for Obama.
And that's what he should do now to find and re-examine Michelle Obama. Joan Rivers said that she's not a full woman. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a propaganda. Maybe Joan Rivers is pissed off. I don't know. She's crazy. And so she said that
she's no longer
Michelle Obama ain't all woman.
Joan, she's gone from us now.
Yeah, well, but this ingrained hate for women. It's not in our culture. This misogyny that they keep talking about. It's not.
Misogyny, this all comes from outside the community. They've been trying to transform us for years. The Socialist Party basically, said to the black community, get rid of your men. We will become your new baby daddy. Then they attack the men and they're putting us in prison. They're taking away our driver's licenses, our permits that would actually allow us to gain income. So many black men around here will tell you that child support was the biggest devastation of anything. It was a nuclear bomb right in the lap.
Well, I've been saying it, and I keep telling you folks out there, Maryland is still #1 for having more black people incarcerated, black women black fathers, black children, and we got a black governor. And
the black community is the only community that I'm aware of that has had the black men have had their constitutional rights stripped from them. Everything that has been done to them has been unconstitutional, and every time they have tried to at least legally deal with it, they keep on saying, "Oh, but this is all being done for the children." Oh, so you're going to take away my rights as a father? You're going to take away my civil rights, my ability to work, to drive a car because I am behind on a payment. What other bill in the world do you go to jail?
How the hell you gonna pay that if you can't get a job?
You know,
I want people like Joe Rogan to really look into this this African American issue, because we put Donald Trump and gave him what we could, more than he received the last time. Not as much as Kamala Harris got. I mean, she got way too many damn black folks that were bamboozled and convinced that she was a black woman, and she was not, and she still ain't a black woman. And yet, at the same time, we're sorry to the Republican Party. We apologize, but what little bit that we fought hard for, well, at least we want something for it.
Well, there have been recent interviews around the country of Indians who have decided to go to, say, medical school, and those slots that have been reserved, say, for Black Americans, they're coming in and saying, "I'm Black American," and they're cutting their hair.
Stealing from us.
Yes.
That's too bad. We need to find a way to protect ourselves. And listen, Joe, we'll be right back. Please continue to like us, subscribe to us so that you can get more of our programs. We're doing good.
Comments.
And
get those comments in.
Get that comments and ring that damn bell. You can ring my bell. Ding dong ding. Come on, ring our bell, folks. Give us a holler. We are really trying our best. I'm old, so what can I tell you? But let's talk about uniting the country. Donald, we got to figure out, can Donald Trump, that's the question, can Donald Trump unite the country?
COVID starts, and we're told to stay home and flatten the curve. Meanwhile, the BLM protest starts, and now all of a sudden, you can go out as long as you are protesting to end racial injustice. That hypocrisy didn't make any sense to me. Either COVID is deadly or it's not. I started literally researching black people who stopped being Democrat, and the amount of stuff that I got, it was crazy. What I came to realize is that we have been lied to about history. When you are born black in America, it's sort of insinuated that you will be voting Democrat. Don't ask questions, just vote Democrat, which is exactly what I did when Obama was running. I voted for him because he's black. Knew nothing about his policies, but he's black. That process got me to start really considering all the things that I used to believe, and then I realized the media is lying. They're taking these clips, distorting it totally out of context, and they're emotionally extorting people who wear their identity on their sleeve. That makes room for a political savior to come in who makes empty promises about ending white supremacy.
We're going to look at how some people think about the election. The Spanish people are speaking out. Jewish people are speaking out. What their thoughts are, what their feelings are. So hopefully, the next 2 weeks, we're going to be inviting Igbo people. We're looking for you to come out and speak, because you have a land that is almost to say in the same position as Israel. And America needs a lot of Igbo people in this country. A lot of them. So we want to set a date next Sunday. Same time, 12 o'clock. We'll do a virtual so we can go ahead and hear what your views are and how your views can apply to Igbo land. We got to find out what this election means. Is it going to have an effect on people like Nnamdi Kanu, who's in jail? A lot of people that are in jail in that godforsaken country they call Nigeria.
Oh, God.
Let's take a look and see what's going on. I think next week they have something going on in the former ambassador, president of Nigeria, he's coming. So we're going to be sending you some invitation. All you Igbo people, it's time for you to come and speak. I don't want to call your name, Stanley Onyen Wachuku, all of you. Dr. Professor Aka, all of you. It's time for you to come on and speak. Don't be standing still and think that things are going to happen or change, condition is going to change in Igbo land, and you're sitting here eating your fufu and the goat meat. Not monkeys, the goat meat.
Oh, no
You know,
cats.
monkeys too if we have to. You know, so and then the following week, we're inviting all African Americans. Now, you know, Joel has a way of describing them. I call them, you know, black people. That's what I said, you know, but you got to be careful how you describe the African Americans who don't like to be called African Americans, some of them. And then we have,
My birth certificate says I'm a Negro.
we got Negroes.
My dad's birth certificate says that he is colored.
He's colored.
So, you know,
So whatever you want to call yourself, we're going to give you the opportunity to come on board. All you pastors, all you black pastors who have time, come on board and speak your mind. What does this election mean? The sweeping election of a Republican president's name, Donald J. Trump. Hoo-ha! What does it mean? So we're giving next 2 weeks. We're inviting you. Please, we'll send you the link. Come on up. Let's hear what you have to say. Because if you don't talk, what is happening to you in the black community will continue to happen to you. It doesn't matter if it's a Republican Party or a Democratic Party. You got to speak up. You got to say something. If you don't say anything, well, you're shit out of luck.
so well.
Hmm?
Yes, so
Don't care where you are, anywhere in the United States. We'll send it to you. You just link yourself in, and you'll be right there. It's virtual, Zoom, you know, we'll do all of that. So please be ready. Now, the question is, can Donald Trump reunite this country? You know, the disarray, you know, the arg fight, the anger, the frustrations, the pissed off people, both Democrats and Republicans, independents are pissed off. You know, healthcare issues all over the place. You know, they just pissed. I mean, the man won 40 states. Damn.
what's that old saying? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You know, don't mean that in a violent way. I'm just saying it as a metaphor. The black
Metaphor, folks, you know, so don't be going. Your metaphors are rough, man.
okay
Don't bring your no knife.
to a gunfight. The Democratic Party just got blown away. They have an issue that if they do not fight for the little bit that they have, they're going to be blocked out of power for at least a decade, probably even far more. Trump may even have an opportunity. What's he have? I think 3 appointees to the Supreme Court. There are 2 others that right now are health-wise, you know, contemplating retiring.
Well, Sotomayor, what's that woman named
Sotomayor. Yeah.
The Democrats are trying to force her out of the seat.
Oh, right now, so that
Biden can try to put somebody and put it there. And actually, the person that they're thinking of putting is Kamala Harris.
I did not hear that one. That's good. That's hilarious.
You know, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I mean, it's good. It's good chess play. You know, you got to figure out how somehow they're in huge trouble as far as their political influence at the federal level. If they don't do something, and it might even be something unethical, possibly even illegal.
But Joel, can Donald Trump unite this country? It's hard to tell. It's hard to say, huh?
Donald Trump has a personality that offends too many groups for it to be a peaceful transition.
Well, okay, but it couldn't have been that offensive because he was able to win so much. Even the people that didn't like him voted for him.
But you don't know this new group. Remember the children we said that didn't play outside? They're not used to failure because they've been getting participation trophies. They are coddled. They're not like previous generations. A failure meant try better the next time. This group wants to tantrum. They want to have a safe room and a teddy bear. I can't relate
Well,
to
I
this
can see how
softness.
Donald Trump can unite the country by making life easier, life better for the American public,
But
by reducing interest rates, by reducing unemployment, by doing all the things that Americans that wanted, that voted for him want.
the problem is he's been sold as the devil.
They can try to sell them all they want. And Joel, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't.
2015, 2024, that stupid book that was written by some conservative groups, 140 conservative groups, none of which is black, by the way.
They're going to double down in the cities. They're going to lock down socialist control in the cities.
Yeah, you said a mouthful right there. But I don't think I think Donald Trump is going to make sure that this country is united by doing the things that the people that voted for him want, lowering the prices, making sure that America is safe, the security of this country. And first, let's take care of home first before we do anything else, for anybody else. So I think that the possibility of Donald Trump being able to unite the country between 1 to 10, I give it about a 10.
Donald Trump is going to start the process. He is elderly now, the oldest president in our history. So he's going to be able to do things that previously other conservative movements have not been able to do in the past 70 years. But the Democratic Party has to find its power. It's going to do whatever it can. It's going to, contest some things that are just ridiculous in the Senate and in the Congress. If they just need a couple seats.
Well, if they continue to contest, then let them contest. We got the Senate.
Yeah.
And I believe we do have the Congress as well.
Yeah.
So if we got both houses and the president, we can manage to agree with each other and get our program, Donald Trump's programs moving forward in the direction that the people use because of the people that elected him.
But the opposition won't want him to have that kind of success.
That's your problem. You're not
opposition it will be a disaster for the opposition if Donald Trump comes in and all of a sudden we can now go to the store and we can actually buy a bag of groceries.
So the opposition want us to pay more for what? We want products manufactured in the country.
The opposition does not want their political rivals to be successful.
That's too bad because we're going to do that. That's exactly what Donald Trump needs to do. The Senate needs to do. The Congress needs to do is to do what the people ask him to do. That's why they voted for them. That's why they voted. We have those three houses and those three forms of government. That's why we got them. If they do it, the opposition can be opposing. They can take a look in the mirror and oppose themselves.
They're sore losers, and what you're saying is profound. They're desperate. They're not only angry; they do not want to accept that their political system.
That is too bad. Now, is the media, the liberal media, is it dead?
It's hurt severely. Now, what is fascinating is they're losing billions of dollars because they're losing the confidence of the American people.
They've lost it. They lost it this time, big time.
I think they can get it back. I think that it's going to be a healing. But they lied to us. They literally covered
the media. You lied to us.
Yeah.
And we found you out.
Yeah.
Podcasters like us, hey, let's talk about it. Give us a chance. Give us a chance to tell you what's going on. So if you want to contact us, just make sure that you email us.
Yep.
What else you have to do? Ring our bell.
Press the notification bell.
Press the notification. Because podcast is moving up and you can't stop us. So if the media, liberal media, are hurt, I think they should be removed more than hurt.
Well, I get nervous when people start using those kind of terms. That's what is against the culture of this society. As I said before, you cannot be offended to the point where you want to use the law to enforce your rights over someone else.
No, we just change the law. That's what laws are made for, to be changed.
And they did that.
So let's change it.
Remember during the civil rights movement when Stokely Carmichael stormed into the house over there in California, and the Constitution said that you had the right to bear arms. He used the law against the people who were in charge to force them to understand black. And what did they do? They changed the law that day, and now it's illegal to bring firearms into a house of law.
Well, at least we know one thing: there'll be no more cocaine brought up to the White House, Biden's son, with your cocaine smoking self or snorting or whatever you do with it.
Yeah,
So podcasts. So a lot of us podcasters, we're real and we're honest. So give us a chance and let the liberal media sleep for a while. 10 years at least.
At least.
So
it could be as much as
Republicans
40.
heard us. A lot of what Republicans have done and some of the ideas that we projected and we used during broadcasting, they heard us. And we were very happy to know that the Republican Party heard us here at New Harbor Studio. They heard us here at New Harbor Studio. They heard
lower my taxes.
Lower the taxes, please. They heard it. We told it.
I want my refund.
The refund?
Just saying.
Increase the benefit for veterans. Please support veterans.
Don't tax my Social Security.
And do not take our Social Security. You're right about that. And Donald Trump has said it. He's not going to be distributing our Social Security to the illegal immigrants that are sweeping into the country. So we believe him. We believe him that he's not going to touch our Social Security and Medicare. We believe him. We trust him. We know him. As I said to a lot of black people who were having some problem, look, I would rather support a cracker that I've known for years than somebody that I just met 107 days ago. And I don't know who in the hell she is.
I don't know.
She was Willie Brown's girlfriend, and all these Montel Williams' girlfriend.
She lost.
That's just she took a lot of risks though.
She's cooked fried. Well,
she took a lot of risks, and at some point she looked like she was really getting into it.
I think that she was naive politically.
Naive,
I think they padded her up and gave her a sense of false confidence.
Yes, they did.
It's unfortunate. I watched her as best I could from this position, and I wasn't impressed. I think that came out in the election.
And
they're going to blame her.
Oh yeah. Oh well, they're going to blame her. Yeah. But they're blaming Biden now. They're blaming him.
If they did, then Biden is smarter than we all thought.
Oh yeah, he's smart.
Biden knew.
That she was said it before. When they caused that coup d'etat and kicked him out, Biden was pissed off. And even during the debate, Donald Trump told Kamala, that man don't like you. He actually pointed at her and said, he don't like you.
Yes.
And I can understand that. Why would Biden, after he ran in the primary, won all the 41 million votes, and she didn't get one vote, and somehow or another, Nancy Pelosi, Obama is so stupid. I can't believe him. That's your boy. He
hurts he hurt me. It's going to take. I don't know if it's repairable. We're divorcing.
Divorcing. Divorcing Obama.
I love the man. I'll be honest with you. I love the man. I loved his persona. To me, he was great.
I didn't like him at all.
That one little speech in front of black men, my mouth was on the floor. I could not believe what I was hearing.
Yeah, well, he thought that he needed a whip. And you're going to vote for that person who has been treating you wrong? And they're the one treating us wrong.
It made me wonder, what other things has he said behind the closed doors? Was he on? I thought he was, my mentor. I thought he was on our side. And when he sat up there and pointed his finger and shook it at black men and said, why aren't you behind your black women?
Whoa!
What was that? And that's all I kept on saying. I was so shocked. I probably watched that thing at least 6 times, trying to find out what was I looking at.
So who was the person that made that song that says Stand by your man.
Oh, Dolly Parton, I think. I don't know. I don't know country music very
But,
well.
you know, why didn't he just tell them black women, stand by your man? I mean, I got some problems there, you know.
Ooh.
I don't want to say it now, but then
Well, you know, that there again, we have the break of the black family that has occurred over the past 70 years or so, where the black man has been rendered irrelevant. And his opinions, apparently politically, are disrespected by the political parties that we tend to protect. The Democratic Party literally slapped us in the face. And
they've been slapping us.
Yeah.
You remember the thing about, who said it, Martin Luther King or somebody? No, it wasn't. If he slap you on one side of your cheek, turn the other one.
That was Jesus.
That was Jesus.
Yeah.
That was Jesus?
Turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek?
Mhm.
Well, Malcolm said if he slap you on one cheek, by the time he gets to slap you on the other, put him in his grave. Shit. You know, we ain't taking no more slapping.
Woo.
So, no, we ain't taking no more slapping. But I am very concerned, though. The swearing in is on January 20th. I'll be going, and a lot of black folks, we should be going there, too. We want Donald Trump, when he make his speech, he's accept his speech, and when he looks at the crowd, he will see a whole bunch of black folks. We need to go to that swearing in Washington, D.C., January 20th. We should go, we will go, we must go. Now, damn, I know I said this before, but I can't understand it. All I know is that the Republicans did hear us. The team that moved Donald Trump under our girl, she's our girl, Susie. She's our girl. You know, we love her. You guys don't know who she is. Susie Wiles. She's our girl. She was actually one of the campaign managers. Mm-hmm. That woman, ICE lady. And that's how we need to be, black folks, if we're going to restore our urban cities, if we're going to get infrastructures in our community, if we're going to go back and at least go back to the judicial system. We got too many black people in jail in this country, and we got to get them out of there. We got to get all those black people that are in jail out.
We need an economy back in the black neighborhoods.
We need an economy.
Think about this.
Think about
if you were in a predominantly Italian, Jewish, Irish community, and all the stores were owned by black people and they only hired black people, would they have a problem? But we sit back and we allow the Asian community, nothing personal, and we allow the Indian community. All of them have these stores and they're making millions of dollars off of us, but yet our children and our family members cannot work in their establishments.
That's showboats in Catonsville, Maryland. You know, some Vietnamese on it. Mm-hmm. They use the black language, and they fry some chickens, give you some potato salad, you know, collard greens. Yeah. You know, you just somehow or another copied what we know how to do. But you can walk down the steps of the whole long Route 40, at least and in most cities, you can go as far as you can go. You see stores upon stores upon stores, but not one of them owned by black people. Why is that? Why is that? And that's one of the things that we have to now not look for the state government to correct. We have to look for the federal government to correct.
Well, what's the expression? If you give a man a fish, he will eat for the day. But if you teach him how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. We
already know how to fish.
Yeah.
Hey, I met a guy yesterday, a fisherman, 85 years old, and he's still going fishing.
There are a lot of families in our community who have become addicted to the welfare state. And, you know, as I said before, when you are addicted to the welfare state, you are supposed to stay at a certain level and never worry about the things that a person who is doing for themselves.
But the new generation of black people are saying no. We want to do more.
They're angry.
They're very angry, yes, because I mean, you know, young men that are coming to go into stores, not stealing bubble gum, but trying to get some food. I mean, and I think you know what I'm referring to.
Yes.
But you know, we're hurting. Let me say it to you again, folks. We are in serious pain. black people are in serious pain. White people, when they are in serious pain, they do something about it.
We should be surrounding the black schools in this country. And we should be holding signs saying, why are only 12% of these children reading at grade level?
And then firing the
to
directors of that
fire
school,
everybody down the line.
that is making $400,000 a year.
Every community that comes into this country, their kids go in, some of them don't even speak a lick of English, but they're graduating high school with honors and getting scholarships. Our kids are getting basketball and track scholarships that only are offered to 1 or 2 people. We're in trouble because our priorities are just upside down.
Ken, do you think, Joel, I don't know, maybe you folks too, because you can text us and let me know, Ken, is there a possibility of a revived black community in America?
We have no choice. We have to actually stop.
We don't want to let our forefathers, the slaves, they fought hard for this country as a soldier. They fought everywhere. Buffalo soldiers. They fought World War I, World War II, Civil War, Vietnam War, Korean War. We don't want to disappoint them.
I've noticed something fascinating as I've looked at all these security leaks that have happened over the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
There are always people from different backgrounds other than black community. We are put into those positions of trust into deep secrets. We don't have any connections to any foreign countries because we are practically just one level above indigenous. We don't have connections in China, Russia, all of our political enemies around the world. The most trusted people, believe it or not, are the people that are trusted the least.
Well, then let's send a message, Joel. Let's send a message.
What I was going to say, the Chinese Americans, look how many of them are being caught, espionage. White Americans who have Russian backgrounds and all these sort of things, they're being put in these sensitive positions. But the black Americans, we have nobody else but here.
Well, maybe there are some intelligent, smart black people. So let's send a message to the Republican Party from us. Hey, so let's talk about it. This is just to the Republican Party here at New Harbor Studio. Don't leave us behind.
Again,
we need you to put us in your mind. I don't care what cabinet position that you hold. There must be at least 10 or 15% of African Americans involved in that administration.
I'd go for the gusto. I wouldn't even put a cap on it. I'd go back to Janet Jackson's famous song, "What Have You Done For Me Lately?"
What have you done for me lately? Come on, folks.
The black community.
Republican parties, no matter who gets in any department, what are you going to do for us?
Stop begging. We can't stop begging. We got to go in and make demands. Stop it.
We'll put in our own energy. We'll work.
We demand that our schools be competent and that you start turning out educated people. We demand that we have access in our business communities towards loans and everything like every other community has to start and maintain a successful business. We are literally isolated from the world and abused, but we're the most trusted. The black community,
trust us.
The black community.
We've been living with you for years. We'll be right back.
We were invited here.
Don't go too far. We'll be right back. This is Chief Obidike here at the New Harbor Studio. Hey, let's talk about it with Joel Spears. We'll be right back.
To you black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all. The police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where the you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMes. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. But don't expect sympathy. Don't expect protest in the streets. We're not doing that. Black women, we're done with. We're done. We did our due diligence for this century and the next. We've done enough. We're not doing anymore. Because the only thing he did was to make America great for the people that it was great for from the beginning, white men. That's what he did. He couldn't run the risk of whiteness no longer being the default, not being allowed to fail up. So when you're bleeding out somewhere and there's a medical emergency and you can't get no help, women who voted for him, you didn't give a so we don't give a that's how it is. This isn't America anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's not going to be America. And if you think that Trump is going to be in that office for 4 years, you're insane. Because we're about to be in a real live action episode of Scandal.
So I'm scrolling and I see a lot of black women making videos talking down to black men who voted for Trump. And I just have to say, if you voted for Trump and you're a black man, thank you. And I thank you because I know exactly why you voted for Trump. You voted for secure borders so that us women and children can be safe. You voted for a strong economy so that us women and children can be provided for. You voted for our children to not be indoctrinated in this failed public school system. You voted for my right to not have to use the bathroom with a biological man. You also voted for our children not to be drafted into another endless, senseless war that only benefits the military-industrial complex. And also, you voted for the protection of our freedom of speech. The same freedom of speech that these evil, nasty, disgusting women are using to wish death upon you. So as a black woman, I just want to say thank you for voting for Trump. I truly appreciate you, and I'm going to speak life into you. I pray that God continues to protect you and guide you. I pray that He gives you the success that you deserve. I pray that He gives you the strength to lead your family and your communities. And for anyone who wants to say in the comments that I'm a pick-me, baby, I'm already chosen. So what about you? It's Trump 2024. You already know. Thank you.
Thank you for coming back. We welcome you back. This is Chief Obidike here at New Harbor Studio with your co-host, my co-host, Joel Spears.
Hello, everyone.
We're back. We thank you for coming back. Don't forget to give us a little help, folks. What do you call it?
Like, subscribe.
Like us. I know you already do. Subscribe, and please go ahead, ring that bell.
Send us some comments.
Okay, and make sure that you comment. Send us your comments. We don't mind. We'll read it all, and some of it will reply back to you. But do you remember when Donald Trump went to the National Association of Black Journalists? And that sister sat there with her stupid self and insulted the man that got the seat now. You probably ain't going to be invited to dinner. You're not going to be invited because you're messed up. Why are black women so pissed off with us? I know that the Democratic Party are in a disarray. I know they're angry. I know they're extremely pissed off at Americans for leaving them. I know they're blaming everybody. But why are the Democrats blaming black people for Donald Trump's success?
Well, you know what? It's kind of like when you lose a game and you look around and you blame the coaches, you blame some players, you blame the people that basically can't fight back. The black community has been so attacked that they know that no matter what they say or how they say it, all we're going to do is just get angry and walk away. We're not going to stop supporting them. It's a dysfunctional relationship. You know, it's kind of like Ike and Tina Turner. We get smacked around, and then they still want us to go up on the stage and perform.
And perform with him.
You know,
do it from the guts.
Right. You know, journalists are supposed to be. Up with the journalists are supposed to be. That
was a good show.
Well, journalists are supposed to be neutral. They're supposed to report the facts. But when you attack, and it becomes obvious that you hate the person who is sitting in the chair, that's your personal opinion. Mm-hmm. You didn't allow me to form my own. Mm-hmm. You set up a trap. As much as I might dislike the person sitting in the chair, as much as I may like them, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The issue is you painted a horrible scenario.
Mhm.
You invited this person under false pretenses.
Mhm.
Come on in. We're going to have this wonderful, back and forth.
The person being Donald Trump.
Right. And then he gets attacked.
Disrespected him.
Just
Well, Mr. President, if you come to New Harbor Studio, we don't care how we do virtual.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it. The show is called Hey, so let's talk about it. You will not be disrespected here. We love you. We want you. That's correct. I said it, black folks. We love you, and we really didn't understand. But we done found out you might just be the best thing that happened to us. Again, you have done it before, and we know he did. So we're looking forward for an incremental benefits.
He's got a track record. Usually, when you talk to past presidents, they'll tell you it takes about 2 years for you to understand what the heck you're doing in the White House. He's already got that. My understanding is he's kind of already got his template set out.
Yeah.
I think he's going to hit the ground running.
And I hope that we're some of the people who will be right there next to you running.
Yeah.
And we'll be receiving the baton. If you're running, we want to be able to hold some of these seats. We want to be able to increase the infrastructure in our cities. We want to be able to buy groceries at a lower price. In fact, down south, some of those black folks go back to the farm and begin to manufacture. We need that stuff. We need to restructure everything.
I've been told by my political friends that a lot of these people in powerful areas of the Democratic Party are saying all these things about anti-Trump, and yet when you get on the phone with them, they're acting like best buddies. Politics. And again, what tires me out is that the politics is designed to lie to us. Rarely do we get the truth about anything. We got to figure it out for ourselves.
Well, my people, don't forget, we're going to be sending out an invitation to all African Americans, Negroes, colored people, whatever you want to call yourself. Some folks call you a nigger. Don't get mad. That's just, but we're going to ask you to come to a virtual meeting. We will send you the link, and so you can talk about this election, what it means to us, the African American people. And now there's another us, the Igbo people. We want to invite you to also come. In fact, yours is next Sunday.
You got to tell them who the Igbo people are.
Oh, I got to tell you what Igbo people are. Well, no, I'm sending it to Igbo people. I'm not sending, black people on. If you don't know what Igbo people are, look it up. IGBO, not IBBO. IGBO, Igbo.
We don't know.
They don't know?
We don't know.
Well, they know there's we're inviting them to come because everybody's talking about it. The Chinese are talking about it. The Latinos are talking about it. Everybody's talking about Donald Trump's election. So why can't we talk about it? And we want to hear from you. We want to see what you have to say. We want to be able to assess the meaning of this election to the African American community and to the Igbo people in Africa. The reason why we're doing that to Igbo people, because we think that the Igbo people are really very sharp in terms of intellectuals. We're inviting you, so please be ready to come on board. And there's another thing, please, don't go to some countries. Some people think that everybody in the world like black people. No, they don't. No, They don't. They don't like black people in Japan. I'm going to let you know that. They don't like, even Israel. As much as we got some of our soldiers are there fighting for them. Ukrainians don't like us too much. I'm going to let you know. Greece don't like us. Italy, even Italianos, paisano, my brothers. When you go to Italy, you got a problem. China, we are really victims in China. They don't like us too much. Russia, that's correct. And would you believe it? Saudi Arabia. They don't like us.
Who does?
Don't America like us?
We don't even like ourselves.
We like ourselves. I like you. I like my wife. I like my children.
Okay.
I like my engineers. You know, that's a good start.
Mhm.
But we need to do something about it, black people. Don't get offended, anybody else. Anybody else that is watching this, don't get offended that I don't say anything about you. I'm saying something to my people first. Like America says, Donald Trump says, America first. And in our program, black people first. We need to do that.
Just get that
We
chip
need to
off his shoulder.
Huh?
They got a chip on their shoulder. A lot of the people today.
Well, take the chip off. We'd like to thank you. You know that this guy, the former president of Nigeria, is going to, I think it's Yale University or Obasanjo and Peter Obi. So we want you guys to keep up with what's going on. They're going over there, perhaps to just bamboozle some people. We don't know. And please, all veterans, really thank you so much for your service. My brothers, I love you. Those that are still active in active duty, watch yourself. Be strong. America, we got the new good commander-in-chief. Remember that we got a great commander-in-chief. You're looking for a great commander-in-chief? We got Donald Trump. He's courageous. He's not afraid, and neither should us. America is going to take its place on a global stage. This is Chief Obidike at New Harbor Studio. This is Chief Joel Spears, the co-host of Hey, Let's Talk About It. Let's talk about it. God bless you. Take care. We'll see you the next time.